I want to message on three things real quickly. One, we were disappointed that there was no inclusion in the Corps of Engineers for any funding for the Savannah port. The state of Georgia has put $248 million of its own money in that port in a joint venture partnership with the United States federal government. We're in the process of deepening it now, and all of a sudden there's no additional money in there for this year's budget. Without that additional money in there, it puts out a higher cost in future years. I'd appreciate your working with me to look at that to see if there's not some way we can reprioritize capital apportionment for this year to see to it the Port of Savannah gets additional funding. That's a parochial issue and a selfish one, but it's important.
We'll be more than happy to follow up with you and your staff.
Secondly, also a parochial issue for myself and Senator Scott, I think I'm correct, Senator Scott, is Section 45 of the tax code, production tax credits for nuclear. Is that not correct now? The Southern Company is building two nuclear reactors in Georgia, also in South Carolina. They are the only two nuclear reactors in the United States under construction now. Because of a problem of finances at Westinghouse and a bankruptcy, those plants, the ability of those plants to be finished is not as soon as we thought there would be. The production tax credit, Section 44, ends at 2020. Is that not right? We're asking you to take a look at an extension of that eligibility from 2020 out a few years. It doesn't cost you any more money, but the federal involvement gives us the ability to borrow and leverage in such a way that you have cheap, affordable energy, can finish those plants, otherwise lose the money that's been put into them and lose the opportunity to do so. So I don't expect an answer.
We'd be happy to look at it with you.
But I would really appreciate it, and time is of the essence in doing so I'd love to talk to you about it. And lastly, for low and moderate income people, I have worked on the free file program for a long time. Are you familiar with free file?
I am.
I think it's very important we continue that. I think it ends in 2020 or some year in the out year. I would appreciate your taking time when you get the chance to look at that, see if we can't make that a permanent program for the American taxpayer, where they get free assistance in filing their federal income taxes to the United States of America. It's a good program. IRS should always be for it, and the Secretary of Treasury, I think, should be for it as well.
We've looked at that, and we agree with you and look forward to working with you on that.
Again, thank you very much for the job that you're doing, Mr. Secretary.